My dear brothers and sisters, God calls whom He desires. And when He calls, He doesn't look at the person's background, whether he or she has good intellectual background or whether he or she has a poor background about his status or her status. God just calls because He finds the person suitable for His mission. And when He calls, He gives him or her mission. The mission is just to make God's love manifest in the world by being a messenger of love and peace and kindness. We want the gospel passage today about a call of Levi, call of Matthew. We see Matthew's background is rather so-called, in the eyes of the Jews, a poor background, not inviting. And though a Jew, he was a servant, so to say, at the service of the Romans. He earned a livelihood serving the enemies of Jews, the Romans. And though the Romans they had levied tax on goods coming into the place, they will fix their own price and fix taxes. So they will say, these fellows are cheats, robbers, and they make their living not by the salary of the given to them, but much more than that. But Jesus looks beyond so-called Matthew's background. He sees his heart and says, come, follow me. And we heard the word Matthew left everything, left his background, the wealth he had at the moment, about so-called his family, and followed Jesus. And he became a great apostle, a great messenger of the kingdom of God. We are also called. God calls us to be His messengers. He doesn't look about so-called our background, who we are, what is our background, about cultural, religious, moral. He just says, come. I mean, look at apostles, St. Xavier. He just calls. Apostles were, many of them were so-called fishermen, living, doing hard work. But He called them. And you look at the history of the church, you find people of various classes. Augustine, he says, God called him, come, he says, follow me. So when God calls, he doesn't look at our background. His love is open for all. Maybe we could look at our own self and say, when people come asking us to respond to their needs, do we look at them about the status? Or when we have friends, when we love people, do we look at them? Let's ask God to give us the grace in the season of Lent. To look into our own self and see how close am I to God? What is my response to God's love? And how do I show it in my dealings with the brothers and sisters?